morning. So today is February 4th, and which is a Monday, and I wanted to give you a recap of the weekend. So on Friday, you may recall, I weighed in at 227.8, and then I posted the video that day. I went walking in a couple different places, and I ended up walking over 6 miles that day. I didn't have a whole lot to do, so it was nice. And then that night we had Chipotle for dinner. I ate half, and then we went, and I had a Dr. Pepper because I had earned a few extra calories with all the walking. And then Saturday we got up kind of early, like 9ish. We got up before 9, but and we left to drive 2 states away to visit family. And we got there at about 5 p.m. and we ended up going out to dinner with the family at a really fancy restaurant. I ordered mahi with, I think it's called an Alexander sauce, and then a side of sweet potato and a side of baked potato, which I know I could have gone a lot better with the veggies, but it was a fun night out, and I was within my calories. I ended up busting by about 50 because I had a couple of Twizzlers for dessert while everyone else was eating ice cream. But it was a good trip. And then we actually ended up leaving at 7:30 the next morning to drive all the way back in time to attend. Jim had a meeting and I had Bible study. And we actually got back at 2:55, and I left at 3 and walked there and got there at 4, and it was 3 miles. So my walking pace seems to be 3 miles an hour pretty much exactly. I don't know if that doesn't seem very good. I remember as a kid, I would walk a lot in gym class and I would still do the mile in 15 minutes. So I don't know what's normal though for walking. It was right on pace with what Google Maps said it would be, but I don't know if they figured out how fast I walk or something. Anyway, and then last night I got very frustrated. I waited too long to figure out what to eat for dinner, and all I wanted was Papa John's pizza with garlic butter dipping sauce. And technically I had enough calories. I could have eaten 2 pieces of their pizza. But then I would have had half a pizza left in the fridge, just taunting me. And it would have been harder to, I would have had to plan around eating that kind of indulgently again. And so I didn't want to do that. And I got very, very, very frustrated because I don't like having to think this hard about every single meal. I'm really tired. That's the most exhausting part. If I get why people do those meal plans where they get meals delivered to them and they're told what to eat. And if I was less picky, I would be really tempted to try that. But I know that 30 to 50% of the meals I wouldn't even like eating. I know that. And so it would be a huge waste of money for me. But I understand why people do that because I think the hardest part of dieting and sticking to it and not being super tempted to break your diet is having to pick good food over bad food every day, every meal, no matter how hungry you are. No wonder people slip up. It's very frustrating. So there's leaf blowers outside. I tried waiting, but they are just being very precise, apparently. So I'm going to just keep recording. Anyway, so this morning, so Saturday, before we left, I weighed myself, and I was back up to, God, Darla's drinking, hang on. I was back up to 229.2, I think. And I was frustrated, obviously, because I had gained overnight, even though I stayed within my calories and walked 6 miles. And then yesterday, there was no scale where we were staying, so when I got back, which is not ideal, you normally weigh at the same time every day, and I do it first thing in the morning. When I got back, I went ahead and weighed myself just out of curiosity. I wasn't even going to record it if it was bad, because I was I just ate, and I just drank a bunch of water, and I just drove for 7 hours. But I weighed in at 227.3
6, which is 0.2 less than Friday. So I was surprised. So I was very curious this morning what it would look like because, I did stay within my calories yesterday, but, it's just been so up and down. It's been a roller coaster. So I went, Darla eats right next to where I'm sitting, so I hope she isn't too loud. So this morning I weighed in, and I'm now at 226.8, which is 1 pound down from Friday, which is fine with me. It's been 3 days. That's fine. That's good progress for me, because that would be like, I'm still on track to lose 2 pounds a week, which is what I'm supposed to be losing on this diet. And up to now, I've averaged 4 pounds a week. So I'm really doing good, I think. So today I'm going to be doing a lot of catch-up work with my work, because I was gone all weekend, and I've got a big launch coming up in 2 weeks. So I'm going to be doing a lot of work for the next couple of weeks. And then I'm going to go over to IKEA and do some walking there, and then pick up a night table that we were planning on buying. And then I'm probably going to reorganize my house, which I don't think housework counts as exercise, but I'm hoping that it does burn some calories. So I'll be doing that probably in the evening. And then I've got to set up a book signing today. I've got to email the guy to set up a book signing, because I just very recently launched my book, and I need to start setting up some signing events to get the word out. So those are the things that I'm doing. I will try to do clips throughout the day like I've been doing, and set that up for tomorrow's video. And if you guys would like to see some cooking or recipes, let me know. I love doing them, but I don't want to bore people if they're not into that. But if you want to see meal prep, or if you want to see how I cook or how I season or whatever, I've done a few little snippets here and there. If you're enjoying that, let me know in the comments. If there's something else that you would like to see, let me know in the comments, and I will just catch you next time.